I am sitting on a case of balls. This case probably has like 25 cans. Each can has about 3 balls, so you got a lot of balls in this case. But the thing is, in a basket, which we drill in tennis, you got about like 4 cases. So if you do the math, you get some amount of tennis balls. And you know, geniuses made robots that can yeet the balls. But there's 3 big things, right? The yeeting, the hitting, and the picking up of balls. And we got the chucking the balls, you know, we got ball machines for that, like this lobster company. To the point we even have a robot that hits balls. Don't know why, because you're supposed to be doing that. But there's no robot to really pick up the balls. So I made a robot that picks up balls. So, this is a tennis ball. If you've been living under a rock or if you don't have eyes, this is what it looks like. Our robot needs to pick these up so it can save my sanity and my time, right? So, if I put this on the ground, I should be able to click a trigger and move it forward and pick up the ball, like so. Yeah, I made the robot, I forgot, I needed to put this in a video. But I guess I can go over it briefly. So welcome. Essentially, this is the robot. And now it looks a bit cooler here because the box is out, but the main thing to know about this robot is there's 2 modules, the box and the actual robot. So this thing, in my case, I did the tag box. No, I'm not sponsored, but yeah, this is just something that you can store the balls in, and it's needed because we need to pick up the balls, dump it in a basket, we should be able to put it back in. So this, you can kind of just slide it in here and fit it into this middle part, which is just empty space. But the most important part of the whole thing is the actual robot. So as you can see from here, this is the intake. These are just little like star and traction stars that are very common, and these can easily intake any ball, any tennis ball, and even some wiffle balls. But the most important part to know is that this is all aluminum. This is 5202 3/4 inch thick aluminum that has been CNC'd. So essentially what you do is you make your CAD, then you get a drawing from that CAD, and you can send it. I sent it to a company called Send Cut Send, and they essentially machine everything for you, and they give you the parts within like a week. Huge help for me, and I just need to assemble them. So overall, this was a tiny bit expensive because it's all metal, it's been machined. And it's mostly expensive also because of these really interesting wheels. If you look at the wheels up close, they have these little beads. And in my demo, I'll show how this robot can actually move side to side. So these are called mechanism wheels. They are quite impressive because you can move in any direction you want. And as you can see here, each of these wheels has their own motor. So it needs a little more motors, but it allows for any direction of motion, which we need for our robot, which needs to be able to go to fences, perform small maneuvers. And every single one of these motors is bevel geared so that we can save space and allow for that middle module, or in my case, the tie box. And yeah, and in the front we have a camera, so for the autonomous mode, hopefully, I'm still working on it, but the robot should be able to go on by its own, go around the court and detect objects. For that, I've already made a TF flight file, which basically is the file for detection, but I need to now make it work with this thing because in my last video I talked about some issues with it, but there's some new updates by the Rev hardware that should allow me to do it, so that's my next step. So now, we play tennis. Now I'll show how this robot works.
will go into the wheel. I don't know.
If I dream of you ever, I know I dream of you ever. And if I dream of you ever, I love you, 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 I love you.
Make sure this is recording.
I love you, I love you.
My heart to double with its magic, and all I have to do is think of you.
Now we show how anyone, even an incompetent 10th grader, can drive this robot. Alright, go, take a pose.
And the people I meet stop and say, hey, magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways.
Yeah.